Recently, I saw a picture on Instagram showing what the Timberwolves roster would have been if they selected player 1 after who they selected in the NBA draft. And the players that they missed out on are actually crazy. There's so many great players that went 1 draft pick after who they took that turned out way better than who they actually drafted. So we're going to actually take this roster and put them all on the Minnesota Timberwolves to see just how good the Timberwolves would be. Obviously, it wouldn't turn out the same way if they had just picked it off the beginning because they wouldn't have been able to get all the good draft picks. But we're just going to assume that they got all these draft picks, and we're going to check out what this team is. So first off, we're going to go in order of year. So in 2008, they had the 3rd overall pick. They picked O.J. Mayo, traded for Kevin Love, but the pick right after that was Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook, of course, being the best player in that draft. He has outlasted Kevin Love, so definitely would have been a better choice to take Westbrook. If this happened, though, they would have never got Andrew Wiggins, so Andrew Wiggins won't be on the team anymore. In 2009, they had the 6th pick, and they picked Johnny Flynn, missing out on Stephen Curry. Also in 2009, they had the 18th pick. They picked Ty Lawson and missed out on Jeff Teague, who they still have on their team now, so I guess it turned out well for them. And finally, they actually missed out on 3 picks in 2009. They had the 34th pick. They picked Mario Chalmers and missed out on DeAndre Jordan. Moving on to 2010, they had the 4th pick. They picked Wesley Johnson, and DeMarcus Cousins got picked right after him. In 2011, they had the 2nd overall picked Derek Williams, and Enes Kanter got drafted right after him. In 2013, they had the 9th overall pick, and they picked Trey Burke. CJ McCollum went next. Again in 2013, they had the 26th pick and picked Andre Roberson, and Gobert went right after him. And then finally in 2014, they had the 39th overall pick. They picked Glenn Robinson III, and Nikola Jokic went right after him. So checking out her final roster by going from top overall to bottom, they missed out on Stephen Curry, Russell Westbrook, DeMarcus Cousins, Nikola Jokic, Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, they did actually select Cat, so he's still on the team. Rudy Gobert, CJ McCollum, DeAndre Jordan, Enes Kanter, and Jeff Teague. So just check out how good this team is now. This should be able to be a championship team. We're going to find out. I moved DeMarcus Cousins to power forward. He actually becomes better just because we had so many centers. I mean, it wouldn't be bad to actually move another one of these guys to power forward. I think I might move Jokic to power forward. He actually improves as well. So now we have 2 beast power forwards and 2 insane centers. And then we also have DeAndre Jordan, and Enes Kanter. We just have so many players. We don't really have a small forward, though. We have Robert Covington, but... So currently in this NBA season, the Minnesota Timberwolves are 13th in the West with a record of 15-18. And as you can see, we just simulated a season if they had their later draft picks, and they went 76-6, shattering the NBA record for most wins in a season. Stephen Curry gets MVP, Rookie of the Year to Doncic. Jokic gets 6th Man of the Year. He is a 6th man on this Timberwolves team. Draymond Green with Defensive Player, not an R team. And of course, Tom Thibodeau going to get Coach of the Year when his team goes 76-6. Let's see how many players actually get on the All-NBA team. We have Stephen Curry and nobody on the 2nd team. And then we have Westbrook on the 3rd team. I honestly thought we were going to have a little more players, but I guess if you have too many good players, they're not going to get on there. But let's just advance to the offseason. They're easily the 1st seed. And let's just check out the stats for our players. Let's go over down to player stats. Curry with 26.1 a game. Westbrook with 19.4 points per game. We're just going down the list here. Our team is just so good. Let's see who did the best for assists. It's going to be Curry. Rebounds was Gobert. I mean, we have like 30 centers on the team, so it's going to be hard to get a lot. But we could check out team stats, see how they compare to the rest of the NBA. Nobody even close to averaging their points per game. 126 points per game. Difference between their games averaged at 23.8. They averaged a win by 24 points. That is insane. 3-pointers wasn't at the top. Neither was three-pointers attempted, but they did have the three-point percentage, the best field goal for that, the percentage for three-pointers. Let's go over to rebounds per game. They're going to take the cake for that. Assists per game, they're at the top. Steals per game, they're actually second to the Utah Jazz. Blocks per game, they are at the top. Field fouls per game, okay, they won't be at the top there. But the Timberwolves, as you can see, they are just so dominant now. This roster is unbeatable. Like, their 2 point guards, Russell Westbrook is a backup point guard on this team. I mean, we can have him playing shooting guard, but then we also have CJ McCollum, or we could put Curry at shooting guard. But the team is just way too good. DeMarcus Cousins is beasting at power forward. Same with Jokic. I mean, just the whole team is improved even more. And we're going to find out if these Timberwolves could actually go undefeated in the finals right here. So let's just simulate the playoffs. See what happens in the first round. We'll just simulate the current round. So at the end of the first round, the Timberwolves, they win 4-0 against the San Antonio Spurs. They're going to be facing off against the Lakers in the next round. Let's see if they can get another 4-0 victory, up 1-0 against the Lakers. The Lakers actually get a game on them, 2-1 now, 3-1 for the Timberwolves. And is this a W? Yes, it is. 4-1 victory for the Timberwolves in the second round. Not a 4-0 sweep, but still doing a really good job. Let's see if they can beat the Rockets now. They are up 2-0. They are up 3-0. And that is a 4-0 sweep. So they're going to be facing off against the Toronto Raptors in the NBA Finals. 1-0 against the Raptors. 2-0 against the Raptors. 3-0 against the Raptors. Okay, so despite Toronto being up early in the game, the Timberwolves end up taking the victory here. And it's just all centers on the court right now for the Timberwolves. It's literally 4 centers. Karl-Anthony Towns, Gobert, DeAndre Jordan, Kanter, and Nikola Jokic. That is insane. But the Timberwolves are going to win the NBA Finals here, 4-0. And let's check out the box score here. See how everybody did. Curry with 26, Westbrook with 20. So they both play an insane amount of minutes. Jokic getting the most in terms of power forward. I mean, this team just unstoppable. Jeff Teague isn't even playing in these games. But just an easy victory for the Timberwolves. Let's find out who's actually going to be Finals MVP. I'm guessing it's going to be Stephen Curry. But no, it is Russell Westbrook. Averaged 22 points per game, 9.36, 6 rebounds, and 1.5 steals. So really nice there for Russell Westbrook. And, I mean, obviously, if they pick some of these draft picks, their team wouldn't be this good because they would have done better earlier on. But it's just insane to look at all the crazy draft picks the Timberwolves actually missed out on, and putting them all together, they're the greatest team in NBA history. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. This has been your boy Smequle, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Never in the same space that we started at. Throw the ball, I run the play like a quarterback. I've been up all night trying to make a stack, trying to get a plaque and flip a dream into a solid fact. Hustled hard for it. One day they will notice. Chasing in the day.